are you, Full Metal Alchemist? And I smell greed. You're making me mad. All I want to do is eat, but you won't let me eat you, and I'm getting hungrier. You're being mean, so I'm just gonna have to swallow everything.
I said something bad.
Welcome back to Off the Cuff. My name's John Melanson, and today we're covering Gluttony in our villain series. Remember, if you'd like to see a video on a specific villain, let me know in the comments below. So Gluttony is definitely the simplest of the deadly sins in the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood series. His power includes tons of regeneration, the strongest regeneration next to envy. I mean, this boy suffers some carnage, from being pelted with bullets, to sliced in half, to lit on fire, to blown up from the inside out. He also has superhuman strength, and a jaw powerful enough to rend human flesh, bone, and even metal. Gluttony's a physical juggernaut, being able to jump up multiple times the height of his body, and he seems to be extremely coordinated for his generous size and weight. He possesses a keen sense of smell as well, able to track people for miles over difficult terrain. Now, I have to mention Gluttony's most interesting power. His stomach is a literal endless expanse that can absorb anything, friend or foe alike. As far as I know, there's no real limit to this power, as it seems to eat everything regardless of its density. So his power definitely coordinates well with his deadly sin, but how does the show characterize the man-eating monster?
Come now, Gluttony.
I smell the Ishvalin. He's here. I get to eat him, right?
Gluttony is really treated as a horror creature by the show in the early episodes. He appears somewhere, often out of a dark corner, to overpower and ultimately devour his enemies alive. He is also seen chasing down small or injured targets like a feral animal. His sense of smell also makes him able to find his prey whenever he's let loose. Thus, he has a nasty habit of showing up when the heroes least expect it. That being said, Gluttony has no requisite abilities in the brains department. He seems about as intelligent as a toddler, and accordingly talks like a young child. He's often tricked and only fights in a straightforward manner, giving his enemies easy-to-read movements in battle. He's the only homunculus to die twice in combat, unless you count Greed's noble sacrifice, and often Gluttony has to fight with a group to be effective. However, this does mean that Gluttony has the most screen time when in a group with his siblings. In fact, he teams up with every one of the other homunculi with the exception of Sloth, and battles against May, Edward, Ling Yao, Fu, the Chimeras, Hawkeye, Mustang, and fights Scar twice. I think Gluttony fits the deadly sin for his namesake as he operates on a purely animalistic level. He kills and eats, throws tantrums, and is led around by the other homunculi like a trained dog, with the brains to match. His only redeeming trait is that he seems to care deeply for Lust, as he wishes to avenge her death by killing Mustang. Speaking of death, his ultimate end is so satisfying. After eating and maiming dozens of people to feed his insatiable appetite, Gluttony is finally bested by Ling and Lanfan. He retreats to rendezvous with Pride, and Pride, backed against a wall himself, makes a move of desperation to devour Gluttony, and Gluttony begs for his life. Good old-fashioned karma justice. And that's Gluttony's end, eaten by a stronger, more powerful being. Well, that's my off-the-cuff thoughts on Gluttony. Please continue the conversation below, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with all our content.